Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings. My home.
Hello friends, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Marigold Manor. If you watched my last video, which went up on Monday, then you know that this past week has been incredibly busy. I don't even think I showed in that video just how busy the week really was, because I had additional days at work because this coming week is our week off at the flower shop. Everyone is on vacation. My boss is on vacation. Another one of the designers is on vacation in Italy, so the shop is closed for the week. Sorry about the birds. The shop is closed for the week, but that just meant that last week was extra busy because people were calling in orders and, you know, just trying to get stuff done before the shop closed. And so I was just running around like a chicken with my head cut off because I was covering shifts, and then I was also preparing for my own pop-up, which I got to film and show you guys in that video. So I will link that video down below so you can watch it. I did a pop-up with my flowers, and then I also got some flowers from the San Francisco Flower Market. And myself and another local business, this like wine and cheese shop. It's kind of like I guess I would call it a wine bar, kind of. They were doing this collaboration with different florists at their different locations, and I was doing our location. And so in addition to doing all the arrangements and everything for the flower shop, I was also having to create arrangements for the pop-up. And when I tell you, like, I don't know the last time I've been that, like, this tired, or like, I've just been like hustling lately. I feel this like sense of urgency right now to be hustling. I don't know if it's like the political state of the world, like that probably has something to do with it, but I just definitely feel this urgency to be like building, growing, doing things. And it does not come without a cost, and the cost is sleep. So I've been so tired, but good news, the pop-up was so successful. We sold out of all of our flowers, or all of our bouquets, and people loved them. And so many people took business cards, which I was really excited about because I actually didn't have business cards. And that was the other thing. Oh my gosh, the day of the pop-up, I had to like go to FedEx and get these business cards, get these business cards printed. It was just a mad dash, okay? It was just a crazy, crazy week. But so many people took business cards. People were super into the flowers. They were super into like asking about our farm, asking about the business. And so that was great. It was super successful, but I am so tired. So I decided one thing that always rejuvenates me is getting to the coast, getting to the water. You guys know this. So my husband and I are going to take a little date trip to the coast. We're gonna drive not too far. There is this cute little town that we love to frequent. It's by Russian River. If you guys are from California, Northern California, you're probably familiar with Russian River because people go there a lot in the summertime. I was thinking about it. I'm not really a river person. I'm definitely more of an ocean person. And I think it's because like just aesthetically, I prefer the look of an ocean over a river or a lake. Like, I don't know. I prefer an ocean, but whatever. People love Russian River. My husband and I, we always go in the winter time. There's this really cute, like woodsy resort that we like to go to called Auto Camp. And it's these Airstreams. And we usually go in the winter time. I actually have a video on Patreon I did last year of us at Auto Camp for Valentine's Day. Long story short, I want to go up there and just kind of spend the day by the coast. There's so much like good food and good vibes, and people are on the lake, and then there's also beach access. So I just want to go up there and just kind of like decompress from the craziness of the week. There's this restaurant that we really like that we stumbled upon last year during our trip, actually in the town of Monte Rio, and it's super cute. It's super cute. And there's also like a skate park and a garden nearby. So we want to just kind of like get some food there, watch the skaters, walk around the community garden, and just kind of see where the day takes us. The restaurant is called Lightwave, and they have really delicious food. They also do various like types of pie each week. It's a different pie flavor. So we'll see what pie they have or if we actually end up getting pie, but we're gonna head to Lightwave and then we're gonna head to the beach and just kind of like bop around. There's also some shopping and a really cute bookstore that, again, we discovered last year that I really, really like. So I wanna go to the bookstore as well and pick something out. I haven't been like able to find a book that I'm like really into right now. Like I've been starting them and then getting bored with them. So I don't know, maybe that's more about me. I normally love reading and I mean, I still love reading, but I just haven't been able to find anything where I'm like, oh, this is so good, I can't put it down. But I'm hoping that I will find something good and I'll find like a good summer book to read. Figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner. We do have scallops. And I think I talked about this in my Martha Stewart video, but there is a scallop recipe that I am loving right now. It's a recipe by Gregory Gourdet, and I made it a few weeks ago. I don't know, actually I made it like mid-June and it was really good. So I might make that again. It's like scallops in a butternut squash reduction, like sauce. I don't know why I said reduction, as if this is like the Food Network. It's like scallops in a butternut squash sauce and it's really, really good. So I think I'm gonna make that for dinner and yeah, we're just gonna have fun on the coast. I'm so excited. I love that you guys love this series so much because honestly works for me because my husband and I go to the beach all the time anyway. So it makes it easy for me to create content just knowing that like we're gonna be there regardless. So but I love that you guys love it. I love showing the coast. I love being on the coast and it just makes me so happy. So I am going to get dressed and then we're gonna take off.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I'll follow the golden, golden, golden things. Could you catch me up here? Tell me what you felt. My head is filling bottles that keep falling off the shelves. Well, every word hit like a prism out of color that was wasted. I could see through every layer. This was heaven, I could taste
got back, I went ahead and took a shower, washed up, and I washed and blow dried my hair actually, which is really nice. I always love when I get to do that, when I get to wash and blow dry my hair, because normally I go get it done, but unfortunately my hairstylist has been not feeling so great for the last like month. So keep her in your prayers because she is like family to us and we've been very worried about her and we love her so much. But without her, I have no clue where to get my hair done. And so I've been left to my own devices and figuring out how to do my hair on my own. But we had such a lovely day, honestly. Everything was just really nice. The weather was perfect. We went to this wine bar and we didn't get any wine, but we got sparkling water and a charcuterie board, and there was live music playing, and the lady who was doing the music, or the woman who was playing the music, was so talented, and people kept asking her for an encore, and it was just this like really small group of people at this really just adorable wine bar. And so there was probably like 10 of us listening to her playing music, playing her guitar, singing original songs and covers. And it was just so like romantic because the cows were in the back just kind of grazing and everyone was drinking their wine and eating their cheese plate. And it was really, really fun. And she was great. So I will actually link her information down below too, because she was such a great artist and really had that like folksy sort of like coastal vibe. And she was just so good. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Oh, and then the book that I got at the bookshop, I have to show you guys. That bookshop is so cute. Like, I'm obsessed with it. It is so adorable, so cozy. It's tiny, but they have such a good selection. And the book that I got is called 0 Days by Ruth Ware. I read a book by Ruth Ware a few years ago called In a Dark, Dark Wood, and I could not put it down. It was so good. It actually became a really important part of like my feminine rituals because I would set a bath, like all of my salts and oils and candles and everything, and then I would read a chapter of her book. And I did this throughout the fall season. I usually choose these types of like thriller books for fall, so I might wait until September or October to start reading this, but I am very excited to read it. Part of me really wants to start a book club on my Patreon, but the other part of me is nervous to do that because I feel like I would not even be able to keep up with my own book club. But if you are interested in something like that, like any kind of book club, we can read books like this, or we can read, my best friend just got me Ina Garten's When the Luck Happens, I think that's what it's called, for my birthday. So we could read something like that. I want like a low stakes book club. So if you're interested, comment that down below because I think it would be fun to have an online book club. Or we can even read like books that are set on the coast, like books that are set in places like Nantucket or, you know, Southern California or Vancouver Island. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking that would be something fun to do. If you're interested, leave a comment. So this is the book that I got, and I'm probably going to start it in the fall season. I want to read to you guys what it's about because it sounds really good. It says, Jacintha Jack Cross and her husband Gabe are the best security penetration specialists in the business. Hired by companies to test the strengths and weaknesses of their systems, Jack handles the physical break-ins while Gabe tackles the digital aspects. They make an excellent team outside of work too. But after a routine assignment goes horribly wrong, Jack arrives home to find her husband dead. Oh, that's interesting. My best friend's name is Jack. Spelled differently though. To add to her horror, the police are closing in on their only suspect, her. Suddenly on the run and quickly running out of options, Jack must decide who she can trust as she digs further into family, old friends, and even old enemies. As she circles closer to the truth, she also begins to question if there could be far more at stake in this unputdownable and heart-pounding mystery from an author whose propulsive prose keeps readers on the hook and refuses to let anyone off until all has been revealed. So that's my kind of book. Like, I love a book that I can't put down. I love a book where like there's a question that needs to be answered, like it's a whodunit. Like, I love that. So if you are interested in a book club, or if you just want to read this along with me, I will also link this down below. But yeah, we had a really fabulous day, a really wonderful day, another wonderful day on the coast, and I'm just really grateful for you guys for watching the videos, for clicking on them, and for engaging and just being so supportive of this channel and also this series. So thank you so much. Something I'm curious about is I want to know, like, what is your version of coastal diaries in your life? Like, for me, going to the coast and going to the beach every weekend or whatever is just something that I feel like recharges my soul and, you know, uplifts my spirit and gets me ready for the week ahead. And I want to know what that is for you. Like, what is the thing that you do either on the weekend or when you have free time that uplifts your spirit and just kind of rejuvenates you? I know that we all have different practices that we do in order to rejuvenate and refresh ourselves. So I'm curious what those are for you. Please comment them down below. I would love to know what is your version of Coastal Diaries. Okay, I am going to get started on making dinner. It's just the two of us for dinner tonight, so it's just gonna be a nice, chill, romantic evening. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please give this video a thumbs up, give it a like if you liked it. Also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can also get updated by joining my newsletter. I will leave the link to that down below as well. I send out weekly newsletters. Well, I try to send out weekly newsletters, and then I also send out, recently I started making recipe cards. There's also photos and things like that that you don't often see on my community tab or my Instagram. So join the newsletter. I'll leave it linked down below. Thank you guys again so much for watching today's video. I'm gonna go make dinner. Also, on the way back from the beach, I stopped at Home Goods, and I stumbled upon the cutest frames. How cute are these? I just think they're so adorable. I love the stripes. I actually got two. Hold on. Okay, so I got two. I got one with blue stripes and one with green stripes, and I put our pictures from our honeymoon in here because I just felt like it went along with the coastal vibes when we were in Kauai. So I just thought they were so cute with the stripes. I love how it goes with our duvet cover, which this duvet cover is amazing. I love it in the summer. It is by Piglet in Bed, and it is just a blue gingham duvet cover. And we also have the matching pillowcases, and then we also have these pillowcases from Piglet in Bed as well. Just this really delicate, pretty flower pattern. And then these are also linen, but not, here's a maraca. These are also linen, but not from Piglet in Bed. I forget where I got these, but if you're interested, I will try and find a link and leave it down below. But I just love how these frames go so well with the gingham pattern. Okay, also, I want to do a quick unboxing. This shirt looks a little funky. I want to do a quick unboxing because we just got our new light fixture for this room in the mail, and I'm really excited about it. I tried to find a light fixture from Marketplace or something like that, but I ended up having to just get one on Wayfair, but we'll see. We might like it a lot. Sometimes Wayfair has good stuff. I try to always look for secondhand first, but I was just not having any luck finding what I wanted, which was like a rattan light fixture. And then I wanted one that hung, but my husband wanted one that was kind of like circular, like onto the ceiling. So we found this one, which is kind of a happy medium. Ooh, I like it! Wait, oh my gosh, wait, this is cute. Look at this! This is so cute. Oh my god, this is gonna be so cute in here. Oh, I love her. She is so cute. Okay, I don't wanna lose any of the parts. But let's see. Oh yeah, and my husband, because we wanted something that was rattan, but we weren't sure what color to go with, and so we were a little worried that this would be too light, but I actually think it's perfect. I think it's so pretty and perfect. I think it's gonna go, I mean, it already looks really good against the green. Yeah, it's like the perfect color of like wicker to go against the green. So this is gonna be so pretty. I'm gonna do a final reveal of this room once it's all done because there's still more things I have to do. One of the things I really want to do in here is get a new dining table. It's not that there's anything wrong with this dining table, it's just that I have been dreaming of a reclaimed wood dining table for the last year. Like, I want one so bad, and I can't find exactly what I want, but there is like an artisan woodsman person that my boss actually told me about, a local place who they make custom tables, and I don't want anything elaborate, but I just want a reclaimed wood table. Like, why is that so hard? I just want exposed reclaimed wood. So I have a few inspo pics that I'm gonna take to him and see if he can make us something. Actually, while I'm here, I don't know what the measurements are of this table, but I'm gonna have to take measurements of this dining table and see if we can get something a similar size or possibly in a circular shape. The thing about this room is that it is so small that like, it works as a dining room, but it also kind of doesn't. I think it would honestly, I think it would work better as a dining room if they had kept the doors on, because right now it just feels like this extended space, but not like a designated space, you know what I mean? If there was a door to the kitchen and let's say French doors here, like we had at Fancy Cottage, it'd be like, oh, this is the dining room. But instead, it's just this like additional space that we really have to curate and turn into a dining room. I don't know, maybe I'm being, you know, too like picky about it. But it is a smaller space, and so I'm thinking possibly it might make more sense to do a circular table instead of what we have now, which is like a small rectangle. Because there's other things I want to do too. I want to do bench seating. I'm thinking bench seating, circular table, and then like 1, 2, 3, and then maybe like 2 or 3 chairs around the circular table. I don't know, we'll see. And then I have another thought to take. If we do get a reclaimed wood, like long rectangular table, to kind of split up the living room space, which I refuse to show you because it looks so crazy, but to split up the living room space and have this side be like a dining area instead of right now it's kind of like office space, have it be a dining area, and then that space have it be the living area, and then this could just be like a breakfast nook. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but does it make sense to have 2 places where you eat, like 2 separate tables? It doesn't really, but I don't know. All of these things are things I have to figure out. But in the meantime, we have got our new light fixture, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be so cute. So cute. And at some point, once it's all done, there will be a reveal video. It's just, we've got a lot to do. We've painted, we've put up sconces, we're decorating. Oh, I did have to take down one of my wedding photos because I needed the frame for my pop-up. And I haven't put it back up yet. Now it's just in this little section. So now this looks even crazier. I need to add more things on this wall, and then we're gonna replace this hideous light fixture and either keep the bench in here or put in like the sort of, have you guys seen like the bench seating that's kind of built in? I really want that here. I think it would make perfect sense given the size of the space. So see if we can do something like that. Either get a circular table or my reclaimed wood table and then add chairs. And I have decided we are going rug. I think especially with this, we could find maybe like a nice rattan rug that could match or like complement it very well. But so far things are looking super duper cute, and I am like, also sorry my floor is so squeaky, but I'm so excited. I'm very happy with this. Okay, I'm gonna get started on dinner, but I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm very excited. Okay, let's get into these scallops. This has to be one of my favorite recipes that I've made this year so far. I just think the combination of flavors is perfect. The sweetness of the squash with like the saltiness of the scallops and then the heat of the roasted nuts on top is just, chef's kiss. I also love how easy this recipe is. You don't have to roast the squash or drizzle it with olive oil and put it in the oven first or anything like that. You just throw it in a pot with some coconut milk, garlic, and ginger, and then you wait for the squash to get fork tender, and you put all of it in a high-powered blender, and there's your sauce. And it's so yummy and so easy. I love it. I think the thing that makes this recipe though is the nuts on top, and I forget what the book, what the recipe actually calls for, like which nuts the recipe actually calls for. I want to say Brazil nuts, but I don't know if that's accurate. I have made this with peanuts. I have made this time with walnuts, and it doesn't matter what nut you use as long as you have the right flavors on them. So basically you just chop up any nuts that you have, put them on the skillet with some olive oil, and then you add your seasonings. And I did garlic powder, paprika, Cajun seasoning, a little salt, a little pepper, and then you add maple syrup at the end to give it a little bit of a like sweet and spicy kick. And whenever I'm making a coastal dinner, I tend to use cauliflower rice instead of regular rice just because I feel like it's lighter, it's fresh, and I like to add parsley or, you know, just herbs to my cauliflower rice to make it taste better. The trick with cauliflower rice is that you have to put it on a very high heat when you are first putting it on the stove. Otherwise, it's going to get soggy and wet and gross, and you don't want that. Now, for the scallops, the trick with scallops is that they don't have to cook for that long. And it's really stressful when something only needs a minute to cook because obviously we don't want to get food poisoning. We're a little nervous about that. But truly, scallops do not take long to cook. The thing that's really helpful is using avocado oil instead of olive oil. You can use avocado oil or coconut oil, just like a high heat oil, and that's what's gonna give you that crisp on the outside and the tenderness on the inside. Unfortunately, I only had olive oil this time, so I didn't get quite as much of a crisp as I normally like to, but that is the trick with scallops, is a high heat oil, and then you cook them on one side for literally 2 minutes, and then you flip them over and cook them on the other side for 15 seconds, and then you take them off the heat. They will probably continue cooking for a little bit off of the heat, and by the time you're ready to serve, they're perfectly tender. This meal is so good, it's so easy, it's so fresh and coastal. It's not necessarily seasonal because butternut squash is typically in season in the winter, but it's just one that I really, really enjoy, that my husband really enjoys, and it's definitely been in our rotation. So I will leave the link to the recipe down below. If I can't find the exact recipe, I will leave the link to the recipe book. And if you guys make it, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment down below, like this video, save it, share it, do all the things, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.